Namaste. Welcome back. Big news. I updated to 14W27B snapshot, the 1.8 snapshot. I got tired of not traveling around outside of the areas where we've already traveled because I wanted to preserve chunks that hadn't yet loaded so that I would get the 1.8 changes, the new rocks and biomes and all that sort of thing. And so, yeah, we're updated now. And there have been a few changes. I've done a bunch of resource gathering. Let me put my fishing pole back here. And I'm going to need to shift these over because we actually pulled a fishing pole out when I was fishing. And got, look at this, Luck of the C3 and Lure 3, and it's got a bunch of durability left on it. So that's my new lucky fishing pole. Let's see, I got some supplies to bring in the splash potions and all that. I brought these 18 diamonds with me from the West Stronghold Village in case I needed them to do enchantments. I enchanted a diamond sword and unfortunately got Bane of Arthropods. And I also got set up to do a pick. I need to get 30. I need to have 30 levels in order to do it. But with the new enchanting, I can see what enchantments are possible on an item, and we are going to be able to get Silk Touch. Oh, I want to put this fish away. Okay. We're ready to do some building. So I will meet you back at West Stronghold Village. Here we are at the village. And here's one of the changes that I made. I widened this out a little bit and created a wider set of stairs. Let's see, I don't have a stone block on me, do I? No raw stone. I need to replace that one down at the bottom there. Anyway, I made this wider in preparation for the eventual pathway down to the harbor. I use this a lot, so I'm going to want to put stairs in there before too long, so probably some stone brick stairs. Tiny little building project that I'll do off camera. We'll dress it up probably on camera, but the basic just laying down stairs, no big deal. I think since I last made a video, I added this sheep pen. So one of the resource gathering trips I made was down to the stronghold, and I grabbed a bunch of fence while I was down there. And I wrangled a few sheep into there. So we're good to go there. Oh, and here's another surprise. Hey, you heard the There we go. I caught and transformed a villager. I actually did two of them. But when I experimented with letting them out, they got out in the night and came down here, and one of them got killed before I could get involved. So the part of that was lowering all of the edges right along where the buildings are. So it's really hard to see it from here. This wasn't a good place to stand. Let's go around this side. So I made it so that there was like a 4-block drop, thinking that they wouldn't go down that, and sure as heck they go down that. So that's not enough to keep them up there. So with that change made, there's only one path into the manor house, up to the top of the manor house hill. So I'm just going to leave that guy. I had them trapped in the manor house, and I'm just going to leave him there. He'll be safe there. And so I dropped this tunnel, this shaft, down from the corner of the manor house. So we've got that there now, and you can see these are sheer drop-offs that I didn't expect they would jump off, but they did. Okay, so on the plate for today is wood floor and some separator walls, some interior separation for this space. What I'm thinking is that this will be enchanting room. It's the right dimensions for it. The alternative is to do it in this space, but this is bumped out one. below that. So there would be space around, which actually might not be bad. It's a little wonky to me to have this patio, this deck out here beyond the enchanting room. So I don't know that that will be the place for it. I could go in one of these ends, like if we were to put it here and the bookshelves along here, that would put the book, let's see, the bookcases would go out here and then wrap back around. So it would stick out into this space a little bit. So maybe we'll just do some interior walls up here as well. Unfortunately, I can't get green, cactus green. There are no cactuses around here that I've been able to find, and the challenge limits me to only local materials. So I'd really like some green because it's a complementary color to red. So down here, I think we'll do red walls, red stained clay walls. So first I need to dig this floor out and lay down these spruce planks. So let me power through that. This is gonna, oh no, this won't pop off when I do this because the ladder will. That's it. I caught it. All right. So let me dig this out. I already did that little corner there because I wanted to set the bed down inside. And I didn't want to have to place it back down. Dig it up and then place blocks under it. So we've got to do some lighting in here too. And that's going to be tricky because with being limited to only local materials, I can't go grab glowstone from the nether and bring it up in here and make some nice redstone lamps or anything like that. So fortunately, I've been able to keep a pretty good watch out for mobs at night, especially out in this area that'll be the industrial area. And I've gotten a few witches and managed to, one of them dropped 2 glowstone and 2 of them dropped 1 each of glowstone. So we've got 4 glowstone right now. And so we'll be able to make, this is 4 glowstone dust. So we'll be able to make a glowstone block at some point before long. Move that out of there. Make a new shovel. And get back at this. So I suppose lighting is going to be one of the big luxuries in this village. Unless I use something like lava. We have an abundance of lava with the caverns below. There are at least a couple rifts right below us. And digging this out, excavating this is giving us some much needed dirt. I used a bunch in the tunnel underneath this building. Probably noticed when we walked through there that it was grass. I just thought it looked nicer and kind of inspired by Etho's big Let's Play Underground base where he has all the grass. It looks nice to have it. And it makes sense in a cave like that just a shortcut through that there would be dirt on the ground and that would grow grass. To some or plants of some sort, you know, moss or something like that, more probably. Okay, this is shaping up. I'm going to lose my doors when I place these. I think we want stone brick there in the... Yeah, let's put stone brick there. So, I need to dump a little bit of this stuff here. Let's put this here. Get rid of those ladders. And I want to put these potions up here. So I lost the one guy. I had to go back and get more apples and potions. Okay, that gives me enough space. Now I need to run around to the other building, the other house, and grab 2 of those. Okay, so we can drop those in and put in the doors. There, that's much better. Very nice, very nice. Okay, and I just need to drop a light down there to keep the mobs from spawning. Let's see how we're doing in the corner for block light. All this stuff has moved in this F3 debug screen, so I have to reorient myself to where I'm supposed to be looking to see that information. Okay, so here's my thought on this. Since I want red interior walls here, I'm thinking I'll put them along here. I could just make just a one wide doorway, or leave it 3 wide like this. I think this leaves it too open though. And I was thinking to introduce green into the build, we could do something like, let's do, we have this, actually dig up one of these that I just put in. And actually, we don't need to waste spruce underneath those columns either. Let's try one of these and see how it works out. So if we put water there, and then some dirt here, we could plant those there. I don't know, does that look a little weird? It looks okay. We could also move them to the outside and keep the inside to be red. That seems like, it, in my mind's eye, that seems like it would be pretty strange. I wish we had podzol. I think the sugarcane will grow on podzol. I'm going to leave it like that and see how that goes. Whether that what I'm thinking now, what I'm realizing now is I need an infinite water source up here. Maybe down in this cave I can put one. Although then I still have to come all the way down here. As it is, I got to make a trip to the harbor to get water. So yeah, I think I'll do the other one, and then we'll see. I could have grabbed more buckets out of the chest. We had 5 of them in there, I think. Let me just get this other side done. And then when we come back, we can grab 3 buckets and take them down to do the 2 on the other side. Hey there, dude. You gonna call your friends? Because I want a zombie villager to come and visit. Need to capture another one. Okay. No, don't want to mess with you. I got enough string and spider eyes. I don't really need to keep that closed since I don't have villagers trapped in here anymore. And we'll plunk that in place. I'm just going to put these here. Yeah. And then I was thinking when we do lamps, they might hang here. And that would light either side and either side. That might be pretty cool. So let's go get some more water. We'll grab a couple more buckets here. Oh, I thought I had 5 of them. Maybe it was in the other... Oh yeah, it was in the other one that I had 5 buckets. Let's just knock another one out here. Got 5 of them sitting in the base. Kind of a bummer to be going to... Oops, I was going to go off the side there, but since I tore that up. One of my thoughts on what to do with that space there is to actually take either cobble or stone brick think stone brick might be overkill as far as we've already got stone brick in these buildings, so maybe cobble would be a good contrast. So we'll try it. Just put cobble along here, put cobble walls, and then maybe we could put some cobble fortifications along there to keep the villagers from jumping off. Although now that they're not up there anymore, it might not be such a big deal. The way it's carved back will keep them from going up there. And, you know, we'll just build some buildings down in the low part, which we were planning anyway, and release them down there. So maybe we don't put walls up there. We could still put the retaining wall kind of look along there. And then we're going to have to do something as far as walls for the village. Some kind of security, either a light, a periphery of light. Oh, we could put that ladder down, except I put it away in the box. Let's have that. I'll kill that spider so he's not making noise. And I'm just going to get a starter going on those. It'll grow the rest of the way itself. And let's go kill that spider. He's not out there making noises. Come here, you noisy rascal. I'm going to knock you right off. The mobs are really messed up in this snapshot. I tried the latest as of this recording, 14W29B, I think it was. And they changed the block rendering code, and I did a test of my frames per second, and it didn't significantly improve. So I don't know that it's really worth the risk of going with that snapshot at this point. Okay, so we've got some interior walls, breaks up this space a little bit. Really like that. So, enchanting wise, I think this is going to end up being an enchanting space. So if an enchanting table goes there, then books come out to here. So I could put more red walls here. Something like this. Oh, that's an interesting shape too. I was going to just fill that and make a regular doorway like that. But it seems like that might be a more interesting thing to do, because it makes it different from these. Okay, I'm going to need a stronghold run to grab books to put in here, so we can have an enchanting room in here. And then we need to do partition walls up here. I'm not going to do red because that would just be red overkill. So we have some other clay color options. Let's go look at those. I think we're going to end up with yellow stained clay for the walls of the house next door. So that might not be a good choice. You know what? Let's try just hardened hardened clay, not stained. It's a brown color, but it's reddish, so it may complement pretty well. Yeah, I think that might work. Go with kind of a nearby color instead of a complementary, on a different scale kind of a color. Oh, that's really big. Whoa, 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 what did I do? Made that way too tall. So I could have attic space here. I could also just leave this open for storage. You know what? Let's just make this a storage space. Let's not put walls. So this is, I think this is kind of interesting. It almost makes kind of a monochromatic color scheme. One of the advantages of having walls down here, or at least a ceiling in here, is that it would create another place to put chests. But we can always build into that later if we choose to. So let's not do this. Let's call this one done for now. And we'll put in, start putting chests and whatnot in here. Lighting is really the big issue right now. So let's think about lighting for a second. What kind of lava fixtures could I put up here? I don't think I'm going to solve it in this video. If you have any ideas or suggestions for something to look at for lava fixtures, I mean, I could make like glass chandelier where there's a lava in the middle and then, you know, glass like on the diagonal, on the bias around it, and then one underneath, and then just suspend that. That might be weird. I don't know. Does the lava make popping sounds though if I do that? That might not be so nice. I wonder if you could plant these in cauldrons. I don't think so. Okay, so I think we're done in this space for now. I'll put my clays away here. I got an extra bed because of when I went out clay collecting, I didn't want to have to deal with collecting things and then collecting clay in the night and mobs disturbing me, so I just brought a bed along. Okay, let's put that in there and that in there. And let's have a look at this other building. See how we're doing over here. We could actually put in flooring in here, and this could be the big flooring issue or episode. I just missed that. Put this back up here, and we can grab. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, the wall color thing. So this is just regular hardened clay, and this is the yellow stained clay. And so looking at it from a distance, I want to show you what this looks like so you can see what you think of it. Boy, that sugarcane has that added benefit of being able to walk through it. It's like the trees in Terra Firma Craft. After I play TFC for a while, I get used to being able to just walk through branches like that, which you can't do on this vanilla. And I miss being able to do. Okay, so, oops, I gotta go back farther because that lower level deck blocks a little bit. Okay, so I tried those purple colors and the other color options we have, and the light purple, I think it's light blue, but it looks purple to me, actually looks pretty good. The problem is that it blends in with the sky too much, so I think for lower buildings that'll work great. And this hardened clay just blends too much into the oak, so I think yellow is going to be the way to go. It's not exactly rare in this area, although flowers are rare. It's not as rare as the red ones. I think that brighter color along with this brighter red will work well in that space, so we're going to go with the yellow. So we can take out that hardened clay and put in the yellow stained clay. So I'm going to have to craft that yellow stained clay. We've got a bunch of yellow dye. I don't know that it's enough. I think it was 9. Maybe I used one. Let me put that ladder in before I should not have put it away. So we've got 8 dandelion yellow. We've still got some of that stained clay. Let's put this ladder back here. Okay. Let me cut this corner. So I'm going to drop some floor in here and maybe finish this stained clay for this episode. You can see I had the windows all in. I had put in purple. I had the darker blue, the regular blue, I think it was, blue stained clay. Oh, why am I taking this out? I wanted that color in. Silly. I want to take the hardened clay color out. Oh, don't break the window. I already did that once. And since I don't have... Oh, okay. Let's put that in. And actually, while I'm down there, I could have made the... could have stained this clay. I actually need more. I need quite a bit more than just this. Let's have a whole stack. And we'll run the whole stack around here and put the 7 in. Is there a keystroke for that, the modifier that will allow me to just grab everything out of the chest instead of having to click individually? Seems like there ought to be. Maybe I'm just don't know it. If there is, let me know in a comment. I would be forever grateful. Okay. Let's put this in here. Oh, wait, are we going to put a deck out here? Yes, we are. We're going to put a deck out there. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the doorway will go there. Did that block end up in the right place? No. Oh, you know what? I can't put a doorway right there. Unless I put solid wall there. And that would be weird because we'd have windows on either side. Because this, according to the layout, is where this is supposed to be. Now we could just put 2 doors out. That would work. Yeah, let's just leave it like that and see. Oops, messed that up. Dang it. Don't fall out. Okay. Block, don't fall out. Okay, 6. All right, we got those 2. Really could have put the floor in up here and not worry about falling off backward. Let's have these. Make a bunch of blocks. So another option up here would be to use spruce flooring. As the dark color actually, I think, goes well with the dark color in these logs. Then I was thinking with the yellow and all the dark logs around the yellow walls, it'll look better with the lighter colored floor. So let's try it. We can always tear it out and do it again. I knew I was going to do that. I wanted to try letting up on the shift and see if I could do it without falling off of there, but that's not happening. I'm just going to lay these out. So after this interior gets done, so this is a huge space. I think, speaking of interiors on this, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with this. This one really needs to be broken up with interior walls, unless it's another big storage space for us. Although it could be we could use it as a big space for, say, oops, that's not going to go there because we need headroom to be able to get down these stairs. That's a little bit tight. I don't like having the block come right at my face when I come downstairs. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. So yeah, a big wide open space like this, we could just use it as kind of redstone laboratory space, because with the cathedral ceiling, it makes it nice as far as the ability to build taller redstone structures. As you know, lots of times you need to go up with a redstone circuit instead of horizontal, up or down with a redstone, to save space. Okay, so we've got scaffolding here. Let's take that out. Get rid of that snow. The snow is a little bit weird because it doesn't form on stairs, so we don't end up with snow on the roof, which is causes a little bit of cognitive dissonance for me. I live in Michigan, so I'm used to winters and having a snow load on the roof, and it just looks weird to have snow around on the ground and not have it on the roof. But maybe it's just me. I'm gonna run out of blocks here because I didn't make enough. Wasn't quite sure how many would need, and I didn't do the calculation. Oh, we've got another stack of 64 there, so we're not going to run out. Not for this top part. Okay, we're almost there. Now I got to put down some torches to light this space so I don't end up with mobs spawning up here. Looks like that's a dark spot. That's a dark spot. That's a dark spot. But dark no longer. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy. And just put that there for right now. Go collect my scaffolding pieces. And let's see, we need more stained clay. More stained. Oh, and I don't have enough yellow. I think I had one more in my inventory, right? No, I used all 7. Okay, so I'm going to have to collect more stained clay. You know what? I want to finish this. I want to pick these up. Do a little bit of rework here, which is inefficient. And still, I feel necessary because I want to see what this facade looks like over here. I think that should be enough. I want to see what this facade looks like over here from the outside. With all yellow. I haven't done this. And I want you to be able to see it. Oh, exactly the right number of blocks. Okay, so let's run over here and sleep real quick so we get daylight. I want to see it in the day. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Okay. Got that. That hasn't grown yet. It's a good thing that water doesn't make noise when it's on that single block. And that leads me to believe that, hey, what are you doing down here? I must have a dark spot. Or he ran in from the outside. They do seek caves, right? Okay, let's have a look at this. And so off camera, I will lay down the oak floor in the lower level of the second house and finish the yellow stained. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. What do you think? I think it's very nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so let me turn around here and get this in the background so you can see it. Boy, I really have a lot of trouble with that camera. I wonder how many episodes it'll take before I get it so it looks beautiful and I can smoothly make that transition. Maybe I need to invert my mouse. No, that would mess everything else up. So anyway, my rambling. Yeah, so I'll finish up that wall and the flooring. And then probably that roof. It looks like it's going to be a pretty boring roof, so we'll do that. Maybe in the next episode we'll come back and do a different building, or maybe something completely different. Maybe some caving, or I don't know, something different than building. I don't want to just build like I was just cave before. So yeah, let me think about, I've got a list of ideas for things to do, and maybe I can pull something different from building off of there, or maybe a different kind of building challenge, or different part of building of this challenge, like maybe the docks or the harbor, something like that. Thanks for watching and liking my video. Namaste.